Is the Reva show as good as The Mandalorian?
No.
It's better. Is it the best Star Wars piece of media to ever exist?
Without question.
However, with such perfection on full display for all Star Wars fans to witness, there are, as expected, those who couldn't handle and understand the sheer excellence of the show and chose to hate it instead. So today, I, a Star Wars expert, hope to explain to everyone why Reva, a Star Wars story, is the best Star Wars media ever, and why Reva is the best and strongest Star Wars character that we've ever seen. Now, in the first 2 episodes, the show unfortunately focuses far too much on Obi-Wan Kenobi and Leia Organa, 2 of the main side characters of the show. I understand that they're fan favorite characters, and that Ewan McGregor is making his live action return in this show. After all, Obi-Wan is one of my top 3 favorite Star Wars characters, so I loved seeing him come back to the role after all this time. But he's not the main character here. The show isn't named Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's not supposed to be primarily about him. It's supposed to be about Reva. And yet, after the first 2 episodes, all we really know about Reva is that she's an inquisitor that really wants to hunt down Kenobi, and that she somehow knows that Anakin is Darth Vader, hinting at something extraordinary about her. But more on that later, because we gotta move on to episode 3. The first episode to show us one of Reva's unique force powers in action: force teleportation. The force ability that only Reva has, which allows her to teleport to anywhere she needs to get in the galaxy. However, there is a cooldown period of 2 episodes, so it's not completely overpowered and broken. Now, I know what you're thinking.
That's not how the Force works.
And, well, I hate to break it to you, but it is. After the force healing hot potato we saw in episode 9, anything can happen now with the force, no matter how overpowered it is. Anyway, in episode 3, Reva uses her force teleportation to capture Leia in the tunnels, showing us how efficient she is at her job. Why don't we see her actually teleporting? Budget constraints, that's why. A show about an all-new Star Wars character just lacked the budget for high-level effects and CGI. But maybe we'll see it in a movie one day. As for the explanation of why she has this power while no one else does, I'll leave that for the end of the video. Because we gotta move on to episode 4, where we get to see more of just how powerful Reva is by killing the most powerful Star Wars character to ever exist, Wade. A resistance fighter. The greatest sharpshooter ever in the history of Star Wars. The greatest pilot ever seen. The leader of the rebel resistance, with many claiming his speeches could unite the entire rebellion. With him at the forefront of the Rebel Alliance, many predicted the Empire would be beaten within months. However, Wade's downside was that, despite his perfection, he was arrogant. He thought he was the only individual at his level of power in the galaxy, but he was wrong.
There is another.
Reva, with the power of extreme plot armor, in one swift motion, killed Wade, knocking him out of the sky and plummeting him to his demise. I couldn't believe it. I was in shock, and I'm sure you were as well. It was, without a doubt, the most shocking thing ever put on Disney+. So, after the insanity of episode 4, Where could the show possibly go from here?
This is where the fun begins.
So episode 5 is where this show goes from fucked to mega fucked with how wild it gets. First, let's talk about the flashback sequence, which shows Reva's origin story and how she realized Anakin with Darth Vader. Now, in the flashback scene, we assume a clone trooper will call him Vader, but that doesn't happen. So how does Reva know Vader is Anakin? It's because of another special force power of hers, force feeling. You've actually already seen this ability before, used by Finn in episode 9.
Signals coming from that command ship. That's our drop zone.
How do you know?
A feeling.
And you're seeing it again today. Force feeling is an incredibly powerful ability that allows the user to feel the truth about something or someone using the Force. It also seems to be exclusive to Disney-era black characters in Star Wars. Why? I don't know. I'm not black or Disney, so I couldn't tell you. But yes, Reva feels through the Force that Anakin is Vader. But how could someone so powerful in the Force then lose to Vader? Easy, because she underestimated Vader and only used 1% of her power against him when she should have used 2%. Also, screaming before doing a stealth kill probably isn't a good idea either. And the end result of her arrogance is death by lightsaber impalement.
Don't worry. We are so proud of you. Soon you'll be in the sweet embrace of Christ the Lord.
Except she didn't go to Christ, because in the world of Star Wars,
No one's ever really gone.
which now brings us to episode 6, the final episode, where we find Reva very alive after getting killed.
You get killed, walk it off.
And as you can see, I am not dead!
She really took that Captain America speech to heart, didn't she? But since it's been 2 episodes, Reva can use her force teleportation once more to teleport to Tatooine off-screen for budget purposes. And what does she do there? She starts to hunt for Luke Skywalker after using her force-feeling ability to find out that Luke is Vader's son.
How do you know?
A feeling.
And honestly, for her own show, there should be way more going on with Reva in the final episode. But no, we're far too busy to care about her, and would rather put the spotlight on something far more boring, like the rematch of the century between Obi-Wan and Vader.
You didn't kill Anakin Skywalker. I did.
Yes, very sad. Anyway.
Despite this wasted time, we do get a resolution of Reva's story, with her sparing Luke. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I was upset about this at first, because killing younglings is always the way to go. Every villain in the world of Star Wars was once a child, so exterminating all the younglings is truly the best way to destroy future threats from rising up, when you think about it.
You're right. He's right.
Therefore, I fully support the slicing and dicing of all younglings. But then I realized that with her being a new character who survived the first season of her own show, Reva will surely return in the future with a whole new arc centered around her learning about the art of youngling decimation. After all, as the #1 rule of Star Wars goes, you either die as a youngling defender
Obi-Wan. Promise me you will train the boy.
Yes, Master.
or live long enough to become the youngling annihilator.
Stop it.
again, it's like poetry, so if they rhyme, every stanza kind of rhymes with the last one.
And with that being said, I really hope everyone now understands how amazing this show is. Reva is a fascinating character with new and unique force abilities that will surely play a massive role in upcoming movies and shows. And her going from the dark side to the light is truly a plot twist I never could have seen coming. A villain seeing the error of their ways and turning to the light side? That's some incredible writing right there that's never been done before in Star Wars. And it can really only mean one thing. Star Wars Episode 10 is coming, and it's going to reveal that Reva, the most powerful character ever to exist in Star Wars, is the true chosen one who will bring balance to the Force once and for all. Not you, certainly not you, but you. I'm calling it now.
A feeling.
However, I think that the greatest message from this show, which no one is talking about, is that in the world of Star Wars, arrogance is like an STD that kills or greatly wounds people. Except you drop the S so that it's just TD, which is even more dangerous since it means it can even affect me. It started with Wade though, whose arrogance got him killed by Reva, who then contracted the arrogance STD, which got her impaled by Vader, who then contracted it and was beaten by Obi-Wan, who then was so arrogant that he didn't even use his lightsaber and died to Vader, who then took more lightning than he thought he could handle from Palpatine, whose arrogance then got him killed by Rey. Do you see what I mean? It is an STD chain of arrogance that has now fallen upon Rey. So, this creates the question, will Rey be the first to overcome the Wade arrogance curse, or become a Wade herself? Such a storyline requires a memorable title, I think. And I believe nothing is more perfect than Rey v. Wade.
No,
Oh, I hear that now.
Very poor choice of words.
Anyway, that's the end of the video.
Sub, share, smash that like button. The Holy Trinity.
And I'll see you all next time. Hopefully. Unless the arrogance STD kills me as well.
Goodbye.